Are you tired of applying for loans but yet getting denied simply because of your credit score? Listen, you are not alone, but I have some good news. I have 7 lenders that will say yes, even if your credit score is in the low 300s. I am not kidding. I have 7 loans that the banks may say no, but these will say yes. So, number one is Upstart. And for the sake of this video, I don't like to keep them very long. So you'll see on the screen so that I save you some time from like Googling. I'm going to put the website on the screen for you. So the first one is upstart.com. Now, this one is one that will approve you even if your credit score is only 300. They pull from TransUnion, the Vantage score. So as long as your credit score is 300, you have some income. And on all of the loans that I'm getting ready to give you, they all report to the credit bureau. So one of the things I love about that is that it will enhance your credit score as well. So just think of them strategically, and it also will enhance whatever credit score that you have. And make sure you have the DTI, which is your debt to income. Make sure that you keep that pretty low. And what I mean by that is, let's say, for instance, your income is $1,000. If you share mortgage, rent with someone, you put that amount that you are responsible for. So that way it keeps whatever debt you have going out, it keeps that amount low so that they can say, okay, well, if we give you this loan, how are you going to pay for it? If your income is here, but your debt is here too, you don't have enough for the monthly payment. So just always keep in mind, keep your debt to income pretty low. Most of these, they are not going to ask you for any kind of proof of what you pay. So just keep in mind, you put what you're responsible for if you have shared expenses in your home. So going back to Upstart, now with them, they go up from, I think the minimum with them is 300, but I do know they go up to $50,000. I am so serious. And you can have a credit score of 300. Now, number 2 is universal credit. Now, this one, you just have to have a minimum of 560. Now, this one again goes up to $50,000. And this one, you know, sometimes if you apply for a loan, they want to know exactly what you're using it for. And then some of them will want, you know, like if you say it's for a dentist bill, they'll want you to submit the dentist bill. With the ones that I'm giving you, you do not have to do all of that. So universal-credit.com, excellent. Long as you have a 560 on this one. But this one, they will want you, you know, you just have to tell them how you're going to use the money. And that can be for debt consolidation, medical bills, whatever you may need, right? Now, number 3, this one is FICloans.com. Now, this one is an installment loan. But what I love is you may be a person, bad credit, right? However, you may only make $1,400 a month. That is the minimum income requirement. So maybe you're a person that receives like government SSI, maybe you may be a retiree, maybe you may be disabled, whatever the case may be, as long as I don't know what SSI or disability pays, but as long as you have coming in $1,400, make sure you use the account where that direct deposit goes into. But as long as you have that minimum amount, they will report to all 3. But with this one, keep in mind, it's a little high, not little, it's high interest, right? However, go into it with a plan. So this one may be great for like emergency situation, or you're like, listen, I need an installment loan on my credit. This one is absolutely good for that. I always say this one is like a great stepping stone loan. Now, this one though, the minimum, that kind of depends on like your income, but the maximum that you can receive, it's about $800. But check the availability when you go on FICloans.com. The first thing you want to do is check to see if it's available in your state. This is a fairly new loan. I think they only been out for maybe about 6 or 7 years, so they're rolling it out in certain states, which if you stay in like, I think Texas, Florida, Michigan, I think Michigan is on there, but just check the website. And this one is, don't forget, it's a little smaller. However, this one you pay back every 2 weeks. So even though you may pay monthly, you just come up with your plan to say, you know what, maybe I should just go ahead, once I get the money, go ahead and make your next payment in advance. And all of these that I'm giving you, there is no prepaid penalty, which means you're not penalized if you pay these loans back early, which is a great thing. So number 4 is Mobiloans. Just like FIG loans, Mobiloans is a high interest. However, it is great for emergencies or just, maybe you need to get a leg up and just get back on your feet. This is a great loan to have. Now with this one, this is a line of credit. So they have 2 ways. They have one where, let's say for instance, they approve you for, because this one goes from $500 to $3,000. I'm sorry. Say for instance, you get the $3,000. You can do what is called a draw. So you don't have to pull the $3,000 out all at once. So if you say, hey, I want to do like just $1,000 this week, as you draw, they'll just charge you a $20 draw fee if you don't take it all out at once. But it may be great because you say, you know what, I have $1,000 I want to get, even though I'm approved for $3,000. I'm gonna pull $1,000 this week. So that sets your payment a little lower. So you can gauge, that way. Or if you just want all the $3,000, that's wonderful too. You could take it out. You just have to pay your monthly payment of whatever that is, or biweekly. Excuse me, however they set you up. So just keep in mind, number 3 and 4 is high interest, but I always call them purpose loans. So, if it's something that you just need right now, but you're going to pay it back. Number 5 is happy. And every time I talk about this one, I don't know why I smile. The name is happymoney.com. That one goes from $5,000, and that one again goes up to $50,000. Now they have 2. So once you get approved, you can see the rate as soon as you put it in. This one, you just have to have fair credit, which is, with some banks, they still qualify that as bad credit. So that's why I put them on the list. You just have to have a 640 credit score with this one. However, this one is more focused on helping you to minimize credit card debt. So if you need, like some organization in your life and you're like, listen, I need to reduce some of this credit card debt I have. That way it can help you free up some money every month when you get paid. This one is a great loan for that. Number 6 is bestegg.com. Now this one, you only need a minimum credit score of 630. This one you can pay off debt, you can do it for large purchases, whatever the case may be. Best Egg is a great one too as well. And last but not least, number 7, it's called marinerfinance.com. Now this one, you can have absolutely bad credit. The minimum that they, allow for you to borrow is $1,500. However, they go up to $20,000. What I love about them, they're just like Upstart. They kind of look at the whole, your credit profile as a whole, job history, income, they don't just be like, oh, no, denied. They'll look at your credit as a whole. So Mariner Finance also have branches. Check the website though, and look at the locations to make sure they are in your state for financing. So you can either go online, apply online, or you can do it in the branch. And what I love about most of these, if you apply I'm on Eastern time. So if you apply before 3 o'clock Eastern time, so whatever time you're in Pacific or whatever, you can also get that money the same day for the most part on a lot of these, or by the very next day. So I just want to say, just have a plan, be strategic about it. I know I talked to you guys about my credit. I am not ashamed. Listen, I had credit problems in the beginning, but if I can turn my situation around, I had it twice. when I was younger, and then my second time going for my master's in college. So I lost my income. I know I tell you this all the time, but if I can do it, I've helped so many people turn their situation around. So you don't have to file bankruptcy, but it is doable. So as long as you have a plan, stick to it, even if it's high interest. Go into it saying, you know what, I'm going to get this, and then I'm going to get a bigger loan and pay those off if you have any emergencies. So I hope this was helpful. One of the things I want to say is thank you for watching. Even I haven't been on YouTube for a couple weeks because of I've been traveling. One of my family members made their transition. They were in hospice care, so visiting with them. And I still was thinking about y'all, like, I got to give my family a YouTube video. So I just wanted to make sure I got that to you. And let me tell you, I've been doing finances, helping people with entrepreneurship, and so much more for over 30 years. Let me tell you, I was sitting looking at my book because I have manuals for everything I do. I create systems, right? And one of the things I'm doing is like brain dumping everything I know so that I can help people on YouTube in whatever situation you are in. So if this sounds like something you would be interested in, I highly suggest you hit subscribe for me. Join the family. You know, I talk about credit. I talk about how to buy homes. I used to have my own mortgage company and so many other businesses that some of them I've sold, some of them I franchise. So I want to teach you in whichever, maybe you don't want to be an entrepreneur, but you want to level up, buy buy loans or land. I'm going to teach you that as well. So if that sounds like something you would be interested in, or maybe know someone, share this video with them. I'll also link the other video to some of the loans that also helped me when I was going through my situation. So I'll make sure I put that video here too as well. So I just want to say, don't forget, no matter what's going on, you stay motivated, stay empowered. We're transforming our finances one day at a time, and make it a great day. And I'll call you back later. Talk to you later.